Welcome to Gray Areas for December 2nd, 2025, episode 701, and we're jumping into a full month, 5 episodes in December, of ranking the best TV show theme songs of all time. How does this work? Well, we're going to score them all on a scale from 0 to 10 with decimal points, and they're going to be averages, and at the end, we'll have done probably something like 125 of the best theme shows. God, I was going to fuck this up the entire month. The best theme songs of all time, and then we'll see where they all ended up. We may be able to tweak the list at the end, kind of like our tier list. We can be like, Cody, you give that one a 4. Do you want to change that? But for the time being, we're just going to put them in and let the chips fall where they may.
I think we're going to have to because we are doing like a 100-point scale, essentially, 1 through 10 with all the decimals. So getting the feel for it now, we might have a very different feel by the end.
It's so like first instinct, really quick, bam, and then you're like, man, I that was really dumb that I did that.
Right, yeah. But
especially
we're jump in.
And it's like, I don't want to think about it too much right now because it will eat up too much time if I dwell on things.
Correct.
If we're going to have time to come back and I can be like, yeah, I was an idiot 3 episodes ago, that's fine.
So we're going to let them rock, and that way, if they're all held to the same standard, we can always go back and be like, okay, like, why is that one 75th? That should be way higher, or whatever. We can kind of go through it at the end because the last episode has fewer to do. But this is what we're looking at. How do you rank them? I mean, that's entirely up to you. The score is somewhat arbitrary, but you can think about stuff like legacy. How well known is just the theme straight up? Is it known just for being the theme of this show, or is it known for something else? How has it endured over the years? Is it a good song? Forget the context. Is it just catchy? Is it well produced? Does it fit? Is it a fit for the show? Does it make like a perfect lead-in to what's to follow? And also the visuals, which will be on the screen for the YouTube folks. That's also part of the whole setup for the start of a show. So sometimes the visuals might give it a slight boost if you're like, oh yeah, like that's perfect. Like I love how they did this animated thing, or I love how this dance number happened. So cool. how you incorporate those is entirely up to you. And we don't have a lot of time to spare, so we're jumping in. Just keep in mind, each of the 5 weeks we're tackling like a different category. This week we're starting with the classics, and that's basically anything from like the 80s and before, like basically pre-1980. There's a lot of stuff that's been on a lot of all-time lists because of this section being older, but also more revered. And we're starting with one that's like one of the classics, and to be honest, if I'm tipping my hand early, it's like one of my all-time favorites, and that's Happy Days.
Well, and what's nice is the show is actually endures pretty well too.
Yes,
that's probably a fair point.
Well.
It helps that it. I mean, like I watched this show on Nick at Night, like as a kid, because it was still running reruns and it was living that long over and over.
To tip my hat, every time I watched the show, I would watch the entire intro as well.
I mean, that's a big thing for me.
That's a part of it.
If I'm watching this,
don't want to skip it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do I skip it on like Netflix nowadays? Do I hit the button to get past it or whatever, or do I actually listen to these all the way out?
Yep.
So I'm ready for my score. How do you want to do the reveal?
They're going to reveal immediately as soon as you type it in, right?
Well, I know, but like, do we all want to like 3, 2, 1, or just like when you're ready, just.
You can do it either way as long as you don't think you're going to be influenced by other people's score. You can just toss them in. You can change them.
I think the song is freaking great.
It is.
And I think it totally kind of reflects the show. I think what they do for all the montages and people smiling at the thing, it's just really good.
It's very classic television, too, because you're introducing the people and the characters and the actors' names in this way. Rather than doing, like, clips of the show, it's like the little on-the-record thing and all that. It's like...
It's only thing interesting about this was that this is not the original theme song of this show. They used to do just Rockin' Around the Clock.
Yes.
That was their original in the first 2 seasons, I believe. But this is better that they switched it for sure.
Yes, and you can factor that in. We're going to have a couple shows that have multiple. So keep that in mind as we go forward. I mean, Drew Carey's got 2 very notable ones, for example, so that's going to be a thing. But
so, Dave, why is your opinion bad?
I hit the wrong one. I'm sorry. I actually meant I was thinking too low.
Okay, there you go.
9.1.
That's okay. I can't really. We're 0.3 apart.
Dave's point of it not being the original one is actually the only reason I don't have it higher. Because it is true, like they after the fact were like, oh yeah, we can make it our own song to this show. So.
I don't know. I think regardless of how we got here, this is the.
I mean,
song,
I'm nitpicking one of the better ones at that point.
What a happy time for the era, though, right?
I just think why I went like a 9.4, not like a 10 is, I think the chorus is where it's at for me. The chorus is like all time great. The rest of the song, it's fine. But that's not why I'm here. I'm here for the chorus, which is incredible.
Okay, rolling through the classics.
Okay,
that one's number one because there's only one so far.
I will need to listen to this.
1 out of 1.
This is Moving On Up. From the Jeffersons.
This one I haven't seen as much as Happy Days, and that hurts it as far as scoring goes for me, because like it is classic in the sense of you hear Moving On Up, like you're like, oh yeah, that's the TV show, that's the 70s, that's this show. But again, not seeing as much definitely doesn't help the score in my eyes.
They're in a deluxe apartment in the sky.
They are.
They're
They're
moving
in
on
the
up.
sky.
Some people would have this as their number one. I think that's a little crazy. It has certainly endured, and we're also maybe not the right demographic for this. It's going to come up a couple of times, so just be warned of that going in. But this is where the legacy category comes in handy for me a little bit more than others, because otherwise, if it was just based on the song itself and not everything surrounding it, I might put it a little lower. But
What's that?
I got mine ready. Oh, Sean's just quick.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I'm so glad.
Again, we're pretty close.
we're all separated by 0.2.
Yeah.
7. I'm
Yeah.
the lowest on this one, actually. I thought I was going to have the hot take, and that's not that much lower. It's a 7.9, but overall it's an 8.2, which is pretty good.
I actually removed from the show because I never saw the show before hearing the song. I just liked the song.
Yeah,
That's kind of
so
where I was.
I don't even fully
know the
associate
show.
it with the Jeffersons as much as I associate it with I like that song.
I also don't know this song. The
All in
next
the
one.
Family.
Yeah.
This one I do
is
not
the
know.
next one. Yep.
I already know my score on this.
It'll play in a second. This is the problem, is the YouTube videos sometimes
Sounds
have.
slow and
You know,
Oh, that's right.
yes, it is this one. This is where your feelings about this are going to come, in two camps, I think. It is sort of meant to be grating intentionally. It sort of captures our two main characters in this show very well.
Mm-hmm.
How much that gratingness works for it or against it is certainly up to you.
God.
Yeah, I don't.
God.
I do remember this one, and I don't like it very much. So
look,
there you
is
go.
it going to be something I'm going to want to listen to on my own? And the answer
No.
is no. Wow,
Oh,
Chris.
Yeah,
wow,
I'm
now you're
going-
the highest.
I'm sorry. This was one when I was thinking of this list last year. We were talking about this like last November. I was like, this is one that's well regarded because it does fit really well and everything. Absolutely not. If it's the sound of cats yowling, then I'm not interested.
Yeah, I think
so bad.
this is going to be one I'll revisit. I didn't know. I was trying to give it credit for, like you said, capturing the show, but I don't want to listen to this shit.
It fits the show, which is what makes it funny, but not like sing-alongable and
Yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that, which is
right.
why I put it right under 5, was I'm like, I'm just going to go as close to 5 as possible, but not quite there.
Yeah, and for me, it's like, okay, this is all well and good, but the history is what gives it a 2.8, or like the context and all that. If it's just the raw song, it's a 0.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, the Twilight Zone is one you don't really need to hear. That's one that's been around for forever. I don't entirely know. That's
Hawaii
Hawaii
5-0.
5-0. I grabbed the wrong link.
I was like, wait a minute.
This
I
is
don't
going to happen.
remember
I'm spinning a lot of plates. Having to enter
Well,
my own thing in here is not helpful, so don't worry about that one yet. We're not doing that one yet. We'll get there.
Okay.
That's the
You know what the Twilight Zone theme is, though.
Yep. It's the epitome of eeriness. Like the way the visuals on the screen are with the visual tricks that play on the screen there. The couple notes, the voice over the top. It's like
Scary.
the epitome of just feeling awful. Like something's wrong. So
Mhm.
So like
It's-
it's like if I have a rubric on the list and it is like it hits everything, captures the show, like very iconic, everybody knows it. It's not like a song I'm gonna like listen to in my car. Like, oh, this song
No.
is good. It's
Yes.
good for what it accomplishes, though.
It does hurt its
Exactly.
listenability a little bit.
it does.
So I'm still gonna put it pretty high because it's awesome. But
Don't worry.
like,
You're not far off from exactly where I was going.
I
Wow.
love it. I'm way up there because it is, like I said, it is the epitome of what it needs to do. Yes, you're right. You don't want to listen to it in your car, but like if you need some sort of music to show something is off in a show, in anything, it just
all right,
works.
Dave, I'm gonna hold you to that though later. That
Yeah.
you're
You
There's
should just
different
start
criteria.
changing, like just playing the song for him all the time. Change his phone's ringtone to
Yeah.
the Twilight.
Well, what I just like you are not ranking listenability as high as like mission accomplished, and
It's
so
true.
I'm gonna hold you to that for the rest of the time.
Yeah, see, and I'm a sucker for sing-song ability.
Yeah,
on this
right.
stuff,
I
yeah.
mean,
Ah,
I think a 10 needs to hit all of it.
Sure.
Set out what it did, accomplish what it set out to do. also is great, also iconic, and all of that.
And
But
what's nice is at the end, not only will we look back at the entire list, but we can sort them individually and see where each person's ended up falling. And that each person might go like, "Whoops, like that number was too high." Looking at this number,
yeah,
I
So
will
we'll see.
say I don't think I've ever listened to a TV theme show like in my car or like on my headphones or anything like that. So that is a lower criteria for me.
well then you're also fucking up for not doing that. But we'll
So,
get to that later.
Twilight
When we-
Zone is an 8.6.
Yeah, Dave. When we hit a song that you should be listening to, I will let you know.
That's second
yes,
so
like-
far. Now, Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get to the classic part. This intro's not on the show, but there we go.
By the way, this song, perfect hockey goal scoring song. If anyone
Yes.
ever fucking had it, it's super close to Brass Bonanza that the Whalers used to use, to be fair, honestly, in terms of how it kind of sounds. Yeah, I love this. I love this song. I wish there were lyrics to it, and I would probably like sing along with it perfectly.
It's Hawaii 5-0.
Somehow this is permeated out of this show because I'm pretty sure there's a high number of people who hear this, recognize this song, and have no idea what it's from.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yo, it sounds like it's some kind of like beach bop.
Yes.
Like, oh, we're gonna go hang out. We're gonna go take a speaker down there, and we're gonna go like all dance around the
Yeah.
bonfire. Here we go.
As a person who loves the Beach Boys, I think it's probably obvious naturally that I'm gonna love this intro.
There's a song
gonna
in
have-
Mario Odyssey that is like it makes me think of this
Yes.
song, and it's one of the best songs in that game. So
Steve
like,
Gardens.
Yep.
you can trace
Yep,
the
I'm gonna-
lineage.
Cody, I'm going to send you my dad's band that we used to use on this show, the Jaguar Sharks, which is very similar to this music.
Is
You
it really?
probably-
Yeah,
Okay.
it does sound
Yeah.
like
It
it.
is,
It's on
yeah.
That was our
Spotify.
outro for a long time.
So Hawaii 5-0 ends up at an 8.8. That's now second. Doesn't quite catch the Happy Days one, but okay. Next up is the Addams Family. Another one that has sort of escaped containment on just being about this show. Man, I need to be able to turn off my phone going to sleep if anything else going on.
Change
I'll
the
work on that.
settings.
Like
Man.
this is another one of the totally iconic. Everybody knows it, even just from the snaps.
Yes.
Can't stand to listen to it.
Which is
but,
funny
like,
because it's too upbeat.
yeah.
That's
yeah.
always been my problem with it a little bit, is that it's too kind of happy for what this show is actually about.
Yeah.
But the Addams aren't sad. They're a happy family. They're just macabre. They're very macabre, but they're not sad. They're very happy.
I might
the
be
weird thing.
biased by the new Wednesday show that
That's-
does get a bit more emo, honestly, and leans a little bit harder into that. And I'm like, yeah, this is the vibe. I can actually really like Wednesday.
I'm so
Alright.
so desperately trying to keep my screen on, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Don't have time. All right, let me get my score in.
I'm going right back to the same score I put it.
No.
Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah.
This is one where I think it's like iconic and it fits, but I don't know that I love listening to it, which is why it's only an 8.5.
Yeah.
That
This-
is, again, my most same.
Yeah.
This,
But it
maybe
still ends
this-
up at an
maybe this-
8.5 total, which is pretty good.
Yeah, I think that because this escaped containment so well and it is so iconic, it's like, and it describes a little bit about what you're about to see. So
I
Yeah.
might come back and make this one a little bit higher. I'll see.
I might make it a little lower, so we'll see.
Well, right now my 8.5 is exactly what the group's is.
I
so-
might not change
so-
mine.
Yeah,
Cody,
I'm gonna
Cody,
keep it the
how
same
about
until
you
I
raise your-
die.
How about you raise yours to 8.6 and I'll bring mine down to 8.62 and then we'll just keep the same average. It's fine.
Okay.
Sanford and Son.
I don't know this one.
This one.
Oh.
So we're gonna get to a different show that references this song.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And honestly, I think my enjoyment of what Scrubs does with this episode
Yes.
makes me like
It
this
is time
more.
got the show.
As I say, you want theme songs that get lyrics put on them. Well, there's a good
That's
example for you.
exactly it. And I think my version of listening to it is the Scrubs version.
Yep.
I mean, like, I can't stand the song, but like, I've heard it, so that stands for something.
Yeah, I don't have this super high. I have it as a 7.2.
See, I'm giving the exact same score as the Jeffersons because to me it's very similar in a lot of ways where it's super iconic, not exactly something I watch and understand, but it's like to me it's almost
I've got-
exactly the same.
I've got lyrics
Right here.
though for
Dave.
the
I'll
Jeffersons.
go
That's my
with-
problem. I
Dave,
can sing.
I'll go with my original score. There you go.
6.6. So it's a 7.4. It's middle of the road so far. And this is the thing, by the way, for people who don't like follow us more regularly. You know, there's going to be all somewhere in the decent range, except for the ones we didn't like, All in the Family. So, like, you know, there's going to be some quibbling over decimal points, but that's okay. You know, most of these are good to begin with. Otherwise, we wouldn't be wasting our time on them.
Right.
It was specifically why when we were like, oh, we could add more. I'm like, add more so we can give more things like 5s.
Yeah,
like,
right, yeah.
Kind
There was no
of,
point
yeah.
in making the list longer to just put 5s out.
But there will be iconic ones, as with All in the Family, that maybe don't get the best score. All right, this is another one that is obviously breached containment in a lot of different ways.
Now, it's weird. I don't think of this as a TV show. This is
Right.
totally
Well,
more
right.
of a movie.
Why
Yeah.
would that be?
The movies have been much bigger than the TV show ever was, and also, I mean, this has basically become associated with anything spy-related at all.
Mhm.
Like, this is just the music when you're going to be doing something that's sneaky in some way or another.
In any
And it
movie.
is
Like any
catchy.
movie, any TV show. Yeah.
Like, this is my second in the 9 range, tipping my hand. Like,
Yeah.
this is one that has... We talked about some that have breached containment. This is one that is extremely well-known.
Yes.
It says, what? How many movies we have? 9, 8 movies out of this that we continue to use the song to the point of, you're right, like this gets reused and parodied as spy music in general, basically,
They
or
even
creeping
did
around
like
music.
I think it was Limp Bizkit. They did a song that was based on this theme, and it was pretty good actually. So
Let's just say
it has
something. Is
legs.
that what you're getting at?
Yeah.
And the good news is we're going at a good pace. Like, we don't have to worry too much about... We can actually slow down a hair, which is good. If there's more to say, say it. Don't feel like we're rushed.
just like-
I feel like this only gets knocked down for me because I just don't associate with a TV show.
Yeah,
And
which is
that's-
it's totally
like,
fair.
Yeah?
But like that's
But like because like it makes him think. Again, he's right because like I think of it and I think of the movies and stuff in general.
But I would argue if the movies came first, that's a fair deduction. This came first. This inspired the thing that you now associate it with. Why does it not get credit for that?
Well, that was a little bit of my ignorance of I thought the music for the movie came first and then it became associated with it. So that helped. Here you go, Sean. There you go. How about
Uh-oh.
that?
You talking
going
into
up.
it.
Okay.
There.
That's
we go.
better.
It was
That's fucking
already
better.
it was already our number one. Dave going up a 1/10 of a point. Now makes it more than number one. It's a
Nice.
9-4. Okay. Now this one maybe not quite as good of a song, but it sure is well known.
And
The Brady Bunch.
arguably the most well known on this.
Yes,
Like,
it is.
I fucking hate it.
Hey, if your score brings the group down, that's what the group score is for.
This is such a you want to talk about examples of here's what we're talking about in this show. We're gonna set the stage for you. This does it about as well as you could ask for, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I won't score it like really really low because I think it's fucking annoying. But
Here.
man, it breaks down the show like you just said. It explains it. It introduces all these characters and shit. Like
Yeah.
Here, I'll do this.
That's why I have a
It's all the
show.
rage.
That's why I have a score starting with a 7, just because it is so well known.
Yeah.
But it is a little annoying if we're being very honest.
it's super annoying.
It is, but also like if I give my criteria of my the Twilight Zone sets the stage, you know what you're getting. This is a similar criteria of that sense.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I mean, it's just.
I just don't. I don't want
ingrating.
to. I don't want to sing this song, and I don't really want to listen to it.
When we're like, I heard it there for the first time in a while, and I was like, oh, this is nice. And if it looped again, I'd be like, no.
No.
Yeah.
So I don't know
Till
about
the
that
one
one.
day when the lady met this fellow.
A 7.2-ish, basically middle of the pack on the bottom side, I guess, so far.
Good.
All right, catchy songs. Let's go back to another one, shall we? Good old Miami Vice.
What do you got here? That was delivered by messenger.
Well, except there's the start of an episode happening,
This
apparently.
is an episode.
Oh man,
Can I fix this live?
can you just sing it?
We got
There we
there.
go.
Is Emilio Estevez in Miami Vice? Is that him?
I don't think so.
Oh, it looked like him.
I wonder if I can fast forward. I can. Here's the part everybody is going to get to here.
Wow, that's gratuitous.
Yeah. It's good to know I
Big
can,
Miami,
I can fix those in the OBS browser. That's nice to know. All right. Oh, no. I need to mute computer sounds immediately.
I don't
You
know.
know,
this
random
song.
guy in guitar with a screen behind him is just so 80s. The guitar, there we go.
No.
Yeah,
That
the
gave it
80s is
extra-
happening
that
right
gave it a
before
little
our
extra.
eyes.
That definitely gave it a little bit extra for me.
Yeah, the problem is as I get my score in here. I recognize that this is like iconic and well known. I'm not even saying it's bad. It's very, very much its era.
I think it sounds a little generic, actually.
To the extent that I didn't remember this off the top of my head.
No, I mean, I never heard it, and then now I'm hearing it now. Like, it's not bad. It kind of has like a neat little hook, but like, it also just kind of
it drags.
I mean, what is this? Our 10th one or thereabouts? Like, this is the first one where I've had to think for a millisecond about what it was.
Yeah.
I didn't need to think about Happy Days. That one was just off rip.
Right.
So, ends up being a 6.4. Sorry for all the Miami Vice fans out there, but that's next to the last on the list so far. This one could be controversial or polarizing. I don't know, but here you go.
I mean, everybody knows it. Big time.
Yes. They're running. They're socking. They're powing.
Na is maybe like.
We can also
you could
argue
is among the most recognizable on the entire list.
You could. You can argue that the show was not very good, but that's
No.
not what we're here to do today, you know.
But it's campy, and that's the whole point. And this theme song encompasses the campiness with the stupid hat,
that
like
is
profile
true.
sides and the bap and whams, and yeah, I don't know. There's something to this that just we saw Miami Vice. We got to go down to Batman on the screen here, but
The only thing. Oh yeah, sorry. The only thing that. Whoops, I messed that up. Hold on, I'll fix.
No, I didn't.
There. The only thing I'll say is like it could get thrown for a little bit of a bait and switch. This is animated, and the show is not.
yeah.
So you might be like, wait a minute, what? But I don't know. I think it at the very least has stood the test of time. It also again has those kind of like beach bop vibes, which is kind of odd for Batman.
Well, Chris, you were right. It's among our most divisive.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, we got a couple sevens. We got a couple like 9-ish scores. It ends up on an 8.3, which is
There's
good.
something I just love about this so much. It's because of the campiness and because of the fact of like that's what this show went for, and all the people in the show played it up so well.
Like that.
I don't know. It's fantastic.
I don't really hate where it ended up, even though I'm not the biggest fan of it. Because it is. If you want to talk about iconic, like Sean said, I mean, it could be the most well known on the list. So, all right, let's hit up an old school show called I Love Lucy. And it's very quiet. Let me turn it up. I'm having to turn these up on the fly. It's annoying.
This is like one of the first theme songs kind of for a TV show, isn't it? It's like they had
Kinda
radio
was.
theme song and stuff, but it's up there like one of the first.
I need to
I don't
replay
know
it,
how
and
to
I
rank
can't
it
do that
properly.
easily because I can't just push the button. But it's only 19 seconds. There's going to be a couple on this list that are on the shorter side, 15, 20-second ones. We'll get to some of them in other parts as well. It's tough because, like Dave said, it's the first. I don't know that I would say I'm ever like, wow, I love Lucy's theme, so I want to give it a little bit of credit for being early, but
the part that's like do 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 is like I recognize that, and then
Yeah.
the rest kind of just
Well,
feels
again,
like
and
every
because-
50s song.
I'm torn because I'm like halfway saying like I should give it a higher score for the notoriety and the originality of it because again it's very early, but also my criteria of like what does it tell you about the show? Well, it doesn't tell you a lot, but I guess I am liking it way more than everybody else because it's
I might have
maybe
given
I
it
gotta
a
go
4.
back and even I don't know if I
Eight
go that
bone.
low.
We're gonna get to some bops, and Dave is gonna be like, "It's a 2." I just can
I'm just
feel
not
it.
feeling it. You're
can
like,
just-
what do you mean you're not feeling it?
Can't
Just
wait.
know it.
All right. This one is going to be interesting to see where it falls because as far as recognizability, I think it's one of our leaders in the clubhouse.
Just sit right back and
Louder.
hear a tale of a fateful trip that started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man.
Now, setting the stage, maybe none better. It tells you exactly how we've gotten here and what's going on and who's on the show and what's
Yep.
the deal.
What,
It is
how do we
catchy.
get to this point? Yes.
It is certainly well known. Is that enough to get it to the highest
Song
echelons?
slams, I think it's great. Yeah,
Man,
it's
all
great.
you guys. Sean's
I
gonna
had
get so
to-
mad at me. This is the best one on the list.
Oh,
It
okay.
is.
No,
No.
I don't have a problem with that at all.
I saw one and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
when you said I'm gonna be mad and
because I'm getting-
This
all
will
you guys
be
are down
the
to
easiest
8.
one to convince me later that I should put up higher.
no, this is good.
Yeah.
Here, Dave. You know
I
what?
mean,
just
you're
to
talking
fucking
about what
prove
you
it to
can
all.
listen to later. You're like,
Yeah, you know what,
this is
Dave?
something you're gonna be like,
You can sway me a bit.
No, it's great.
I'll
It's
go
like
an
a
8.
little like
There
shanty,
you go.
and it's kind of like, oh, it's great.
The vibe of it fits the type of show that it is. And again, to the point, like, yeah, no, setting the stage for that show, I actually think is pretty important and explaining it more than like, oh, it's a family that they married each other and now they have a fuck ton of kids. I don't give a shit about you breaking that down. No, this one, actually, no, break it down for me. Explain to me why the fuck we're in this situation.
Exactly. How is there this rich person, this farm girl, this like who, why
Exactly.
are they all here?
I think it sounds different than a lot of the music that was on TV around, like especially when you're talking about theme songs. It was like a different approach, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, it stands out for sure. I almost went in the 9 range, but I didn't quite, and that's one I might go back and, like somebody else said, I forget who. Like I might, Cody. I think
I'll probably
I might go
put it
back
higher
and make that
there.
like a 9
I
later.
probably-
We'll see.
Here, Dave.
Because we'll do that at the end of each section. We'll take a quick look back,
you
and
go.
at the very end, we'll look at everything together.
You're just bumping it up.
Wow,
more
Sean
and more.
keeps-
I convince people.
It's
Keep
good.
sneaking
Yes,
it up
it is
there. All right. Next up, we go a little older again. We have a back-to-back combo here that was often shown on syndication around the same time too.
Another show I watched nonstop on Nick
Yeah,
at Night.
me too.
There's a pretty major first crush in my life of realizing, oh my god, the genie is amazing.
Many a young boy had the
Yeah.
same thing. The odd thing is that I think my dad and you were in the same boat about having the same crush because he was a young person at the game. But yeah,
Well, look, it's on after cartoons, and all of a sudden this pops up, and I'm like, oh my god, what is this show? Why don't I have a genie girl? Why can't I have one of those?
Give. It's the only thing I would say. Like it captures like the kind of playful, like the playful tone of the show pretty well. I don't know if the song tells us anything about it.
that
It
it
kind
does
of drives
hurt it,
me
like, a lot.
crazy. I don't really like the song, but it is very recognizable. It fits the show like thematically, but not like they're not talking about genies. They're not whatever. So like
It's
when I have
so
a fever,
thematic.
the song plays in my head,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not necessarily a compliment.
It's so well written for what it is, but like again, we talked about lyrics earlier. I feel like almost if there were some lyrics with it, kind of like how'd this guy find this genie or something like that, it would help a lot.
Yes, it would quite a bit.
Probably, yeah. All right, that one ended up middle of the road, 7.7. I forgot to say, but Gilligan's Island was in the low 9s. It was 3rd. So doing pretty well. And again, we'll look at these more in the grand scheme of things in the end, but I at least want to give an average score because the audio listeners otherwise will have no idea. Okay, and then I Dream of Jeannie's counterpart, of course, is Bewitched. And again, we're happy, we're having a good time, there's hijinks, we're capturing the era.
I don't
This
like
one
it.
has a little more magic to it. Do you think it's a better song than I Dream of Jeannie, though? Because I'll go
It's
ahead and
so
tip my
funny
hand. I
how-
don't.
I think I remember there was something on Nick at Night years ago where they're like, which one would you like? The folded arms or the nose twitch? It's like, they're literally just comparing these two magical shows. And
Yes,
these theme songs
they-
are so stupidly similar too.
They did so much comparison of like the witching
Yeah.
hour, whatever crap, when they would play them back to back or whatever. And they're
Yeah.
like, what's better than one witch? 2 witches. I'm like, oh, we had 2 different shows about witches. And
Yeah.
I can't rank this much differently than I Dream of Jeannie because it's so similar. I just like it a little bit less. So there you go.
That's why I put mine by 0.1
I
lower
went
specifically.
0.6
Yeah, but
less.
it's-
I went 0.6 less. So it's like, it's still good, but it ends up as a 7.4,
Actually,
which
you know, I'm gonna put that one in.
there's no shame in a 7.4 that's about to drop lower than a 7.4 to a
Yeah, I didn't like it.
7.3.
I didn't like it
There's
though.
no shame in that.
I'm
You're right.
gonna
You
say
could, yeah, I was
don't
like,
really
yeah, you
like
know
it.
what?
Okay, the score is dropping for everyone.
I'm gonna leave my score. I just don't like it.
Oh, okay. Well, you can always change it later, too.
Yeah.
All right. Older still, shall we? Minimalist.
So minimalist. It's so iconic too. And so the fact is all it is whistling, and yet you know instantly what this is. You know it's a small town situation. The background, what's playing in the background is just Andy and his son walking to the, to the store or like walking to the fishing hole. I don't know.
I
There's
think it's
something-
cool.
You know what you're getting.
Yeah.
I like it.
This isn't like upper echelon for me, but it's pretty high.
And like I think
Yep.
if they had tried another approach, I would not like it as much. Like the same musicality, but like with an instrument or whatever. especially the instruments that they like. I feel like prioritized back in that day. The whistling is just it just hits.
We get harmonized whistling, and I want you to sit there and think for a half a second about when you've heard that in anything else. Not
Not
a
much.
thing. You don't get a lot of whistling to begin with, and
It's a
now it's
great
in
example.
harmony.
It's now gone in instruments. I like it a little
Yes,
less than when it was just the
It
whistling.
transitions in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's
It's
not the
not
part
what I
that's in the actual show. This just
Yeah.
some of these are like the full versions.
Sure.
and, you know, like
No,
the
I'm not going to change my score.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. Like House later on, we're gonna hear a version that has lyrics in it that one the show doesn't. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think that all of us being around the same range makes sense for this one. It can't be super high. It's not like it's my absolute favorite, but it ends up as an 8.3, which is on the upper half of stuff, which is pretty good.
It's again hurt by the fact that it's no, you kind of get what you're going just by watching it, but there's no lyrics, there's no description. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. And again, for some people, this is just a throwback to this era of like carefree bliss. And,
Yeah.
It's weird that Ron Howard's in the show when it's 200 years
Yep.
old.
When he's a
Like,
baby.
That's crazy.
yeah,
He
isn't that
was such a
something?
little
Yeah.
kid.
The poor mountaineer barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food and up through the
Yeah, a little louder.
bubbling crude.
Oil, that is.
black gold, Texas tea.
Waiting for the part I record.
You know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said Jed's
It's not gonna get much better.
Oh.
No, there really isn't a part you recognize. It's very descriptive of the show.
It's this.
Hills, that is. Swimming
I-
pools, movie stars.
Thought this song was different.
I think you're thinking of Green Acres, which is next.
But
Yep.
I know Green Acres though, but I thought this was more. Well, all right.
Buddy Epson.
Maybe you recognize the banjo.
The banjo does help.
The banjo just saved that score for me.
I
So,
really don't like.
oh,
this.
no,
I-
no,
Oh,
no,
Dave
hold
gave it
on.
an 88,
I
which
broke
has
it. I
blown
broke
the
it.
color
I broke
scale for all the other scores.
I broke everything.
Everything by comparison to an
You
88
might as well
is
just quit on
red.
decimals all of a sudden. You're just like, well, just solid numbers. That's fine.
Here, Cody.
No, I mean this fits in my criteria of telling you what's going on, and that helps. It's such a big thing in TV shows for me.
I'm going to be an outlier on some of these, and I know that, and that's fine. I think we're each going to have some of those, but this one, like, I'm putting it exactly in the middle of the road because I'm like, I don't really feel one way or another about it.
Dave, I'm just gonna throw it out here while we're still early. I think in my opinion, you are overweighting. It tells me what the show is about. I think that is too strong of like.
He's really not gonna like the newer shows.
No. How does this
There's
have to
not-
do with
there's not a
anything?
lot of explanation about what the show is.
Well, I don't have a lot of time, honey. I need a prologue and a theme song. I'm not gonna know what I'm watching.
The older shows are more important in that because of the serialization of it, because of the fact that you're not expected to watch all the time, because of the fact that you had to you couldn't go stream it, anything like that. I mean, nowadays, if I'm going to watch an older show, I'm probably skipping the intro because I've heard it, especially if you watch multiple episodes in a row. But still,
I'm
it
with
matters.
you on,
It matters.
like, the theme. Does it capture the theme? Is it like reflect the motifs of the show? And it's like, well, I don't know, because they didn't tell me the premise in the lyrics in the setup.
But I will say, the Twilight Zone was high because it did that without lyrics.
That is fair.
So-
Yeah.
That is true.
I think it matters. I don't know if it'd be my main criterion, but I think it's worth considering.
Yes.
All right. Hey, a much better song. I'm just kidding. I don't mean it to be that incendiary, but I kind of do.
It kind of gets stuck in your head.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's good.
I think it's good. It can be bad. You don't want a total earworm, but.
I like that part.
Oh.
Voice breaks.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think I've watched exactly 0 episodes of this show.
I could say I've watched a couple.
I can't even tell you what the fuck it's about other than it's at a place called Green Acres, which I think
then there's a
might
ritual.
not
And,
even be right.
and it's the place to be.
This is weird. I'm the outlier. I don't like this at all. Like, this is not my this is the show I remember. The theme song came on Nick at Night, and I'm like, all right, off. I'm done. Turn the TV off. We're done.
Well, Dave, I'll tell you. You're saying you're the outlier. You don't like it at all. I think 6 point. You might want to go lower then on your score if you really don't like it, because you're kind of just.
And that's part of why.
Well, I
Like,
mean-
do I really think Beverly Hillbillies is like a 5? No, but like the tier list, this is all relative, and some things have to have lower scores. If everything's a
What I
7
will
or an
say it
8,
does-
then
There you go.
What we'll say
There
it
you go.
does again. It sets the stage well. Like, it's a little campiness. It's got a little like country feel to it, so it does that well.
I think if we
So,
went
it's
most
not-
recognizable theme songs, this would probably be at the edge of the top
Very
10,
recognizable.
which is why I have it up where I
Well,
do.
Sure.
Its first lyric is the show's name.
That's a good start.
True.
Yeah. Can you imagine? You know, we made up lyrics to make Hawaii Five-O the first words that came up, but they weren't. You had no
Right,
idea what you were
right.
listening to.
We had to rely on Scrubs to make up a theme song for Sanford and
Sanford and
Son. So, you
Son,
know.
exactly.
That's right. Thank God they did. All right, we have 10 left, and here is Dukes of Hazzard.
Good old boy.
Don't
Oh, is that
I don't
offensive?
like, I don't
We're
like
hurting-
that.
We're hurting.
Confederate flag.
Daisy Dukes.
Daisy Dukes.
To be, I'll have nothing to say. Did anyone actually watch this show at all?
No.
No.
Very little.
And only because it's well known am I giving it the credit that I am.
Again, I like when
sounds-
it gets later into this part of the song, but it's like that.
Yes.
It's so late into it. for
Yes.
me.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to have by far the lowest score.
No.
No.
I
It's not
fucking
very-
have
it's
the
really not.
highest score.
It's really not very good.
I don't like it. You know what?
You can go down.
I'm going to go down because I was worried you guys would get mad at me.
This is
It's
like
not very good.
a 5.4 for the group. It's next to last, even though it's not really bad, but all of us have very middling scores for it. And it's not like we're not respecting the classics.
It's
you
like
know?
a song.
I
Yes.
also, having watched a little bit of it, and there's some faster in the general league getting away from playing running around. It's too slow of a song for
Yeah.
me for what the show is. A little bit more intense and high energy, and I just never felt like it really represented that. It should be a little faster, which we can do fast banjo-y type. We went all in and we're like really banjo-y, twangy. I probably would be a lot higher on it, honestly.
Look, if we had a group where anybody really loved country, this might.
And I really
score
do
might
like
be
it.
different.
I actually really do like country music. It's why I'm actually more critical of this, thinking
Okay.
it doesn't actually match very well.
All
There's
right.
a lot
I
of
don't-
bluegrass music you could put to this, and it would be way better.
I think you could put
Yeah,
the theme
agreed.
song from Beverly Hillbillies to this, and it might be better.
Honestly, yes.
All right, next up.
Wait, I think I like this song. Not this one.
Oh, the next one?
Oh,
Okay, I was like,
Guys, I've been converted.
I've changed my mind. What do you mean?
Let me hear this. I can't
So
exactly
quiet.
remember.
There's talking happening.
'Cause this
I need to see if I can skip it. You know this one. Well, we're doing like an intro thing. Hold on, I gotta fast forward. This is tough to do live, but I can. Where's the most watched section? There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we're at the part everybody knows. Should be noticed. There's also a version without lyrics, and that's probably the more
Is
recognizable
there
one.
an
It's just
outro that plays the same song? Because I remember like this song, but they're on like a map, and they're like showing them like an old hand drawn map.
I think that's the. I think later on they ditched the version with the lyrics and just played this a little more
Okay.
upbeat and quicker, and with that visual, and that just became like the standard, if I remember right. It's been a long time. I used to watch a decent amount of Bonanza because it was on in the house a lot. But people know this melody pretty well, and as a result, I am going to give it.
I think this song's cool.
Yeah,
I like
no,
it a lot.
I have it in the 8s.
Yeah, it doesn't like it does the job of telling the story. I just don't like it that much. So
Which is fine.
Oh, it's cool,
It's classic.
Dave. Oh.
Dave.
Dave.
Sorry, it's classic. It sets the mood well. I just don't like it that much.
Well, I like the song way more than I like the show, for what that's worth.
That's
I like
fair.
that Cody's only 0.2 above Dave, and we're still giving Dave all the
I know. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
eh,
Well,
I
because
just,
Dave, the way he couches, he does like the IGN review thing where he like talks about how much he hates it, but then the score ends up being like fine. If his verbiage was different, I maybe would be reacting differently too.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways,
Well, then let's give Dave one that he should like.
okay.
Yeah. No, this is the original though.
It is.
Out of tune.
and that makes it worse.
Space.
Yes, because the next generation is way better.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully, I did put it on the list.
Whoosh.
These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise.
So
yeah, I thought you would have liked how this encapsulates the song.
It's
Dave.
telling me that it's the
It does.
it's, it's
No,
the
it does.
Starship
It's telling me
Enterprise's
it's
voyages.
super boring, and that's
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
we haven't gotten to the
Problem is-
melody yet.
This part is I don't like as much.
it sounds like you're on fucking Space Mountain.
I know it's very
Which is
similar.
probably why
the-
Space
the-
Mountain actually is the way it is.
Star
But
Mountain.
It's very true. It's a very good. It's a very same feel
Star
to
Mountain.
it.
Star Trek. Star Trek. Mountain.
We sort of like we went for space, and the beginning has it with the kind of like quieter approach, and then we get to the woo, and it's more like space opera.
I forgot. I don't
See,
actually like this. Dave was right. I think I'm thinking of the other show, and I don't like this one.
The
very
next
much.
generation is much better. That's the thing is that the very beginning you hear the classic the don 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 like that. That's the classic Star Trek thing, but this is not. So I can't rank it high. I just don't like that.
yeah, like this would be lower actually, except like I do like that it sets the stage. It is pretty.
yeah.
It's decently recognizable. Okay, I'm glad I was not the lowest.
I went the lowest, and I'm
Okay.
okay with it.
Okay.
I do think it's iconic. Like people recognize it, especially if you watched it back then. Like that's instantly recognizable to folks. But there's better ones in the same series.
Yeah,
let alone
Crystal's score is actually more how I feel about that. You know what? Here,
Edge down.
John, I'm wondering, by the way, if you thought one of the shows that we've already passed was the theme that's coming up. By the way,
Hmm.
oh,
looking
that
at
could
the
be.
list, I'm wondering if you were
Maybe.
thinking. We'll get to it.
Okay,
you might be
all
right.
We'll see.
Star Trek ends up at 6.6. It's near the bottom. Sorry, everyone.
Bad. Sorry, Dave.
If you're a fan.
I like Star Trek. I like the show, but
Pause.
And now the Love Boat.
I don't like this. So
I don't
far.
like. I don't like the love boats theme. It's weird. It's very recognizable.
this is like the hardest one for me to understand what to do with it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's not a
like-
bad
like-
song.
Tom, what's his face? Tom Jones.
Like it's well
Sounds
put.
kinda like Tom Jones.
It's well put together. It's catchy.
Yeah,
It sort of captures the tone of the show, which never took itself
It
super
does.
seriously.
I kind of like it. You know what? That doesn't reflect. I kind of like it here. There.
I don't love it. That's the.
I don't love it.
Like, it's hard because like it does a lot of the things right. It's iconic. It's again like it does all the things. It checks the boxes, except it's just not that good.
Not
That's
only have I
fact.
never seen this show, if you ask me to tell you like classic songs, classic TV shows, I don't know if I would ever remember this.
Love boat.
The,
The-
So you don't know what happens in the love boat?
No idea.
You have no
lots of
idea?
love.
Is it like a dating show?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do people
I mean,
fall in love
the
on
only
the
thing I
boat?
know. The only thing I know from it is that the voice of Chef from South Park was on it originally, Isaac Hayes. That's
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
the guy in the back
Hayes.
there.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's the only
It's a
thing I know about it.
6.2. It's like fourth from bottom or something. I don't know if people are out there like, what? How could? but
I think this song is just terrible.
you either love this or you're sort of nonplussed. There's
It's-
really no middle ground. You're like, oh, that's pretty good. You're like, no, I love it or I don't.
I'm not saying to say here the things I like are like better. Like I just don't think.
Here we come. Walk down the street.
Oh,
I did
this
the
song
Monkees.
rocks.
The Monkees,
We skipped
no.
one. We skipped
Wrong
one.
one.
but-
I know, I
okay.
did. The problem is the way the thing tries to auto pop up. It's
Because I
fine.
knew that was the Monkees.
Yeah, get the monkeys out of here. First, the Partridge Family. There's a head bopper.
It is catchy.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You want to capture some vibes. The Partridge Family theme song certainly does.
Was this song written for this show, or is this just like a song that they put as the theme song?
I don't know.
Good question.
I don't know if I've ever watched an episode of the Partridge Family. There you go. I'm outing myself.
I haven't either.
But I'm still going relatively high because this is a theme song I know despite never watching
I like
the show.
it. Yeah, it's good.
It sets the stage. It's, I don't know. Maybe I'm.
You know what? I don't like here. I'm gonna give it 2 points lower because I don't like the graphics on the screen, but I like the.
I like the ones of the partridges, like the birds, and then they do like the drawings of the cast members, and I'm a little less a fan of that.
right,
but
I love that song.
Because it's part of it, right? We're doing that too. We're
Yeah,
doing
the visuals
whole,
matter.
We're doing the animation.
it's
we're
a total
doing the-
package.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be the main factor. The song is, but as part of it, yeah. If that's part of your criteria, put it in there.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
about to make everybody angry.
After the jostling, it looks like it ends up at around a 7.6, which is middle of the pack.
Monkeys, yeah.
All right, now then, the
What do you do with
monkeys.
the song?
For real this
I
time.
like it a lot.
Here we come.
Kind of mysterious.
Walk down the street.
It starts off that way.
Is it?
Am I forgetting what this sounds like later on?
You will.
No, I think you get there. You get
Here's
there.
the part
You'll get
everybody
there.
knows.
Looking around.
That's right.
They're
This,
too busy singing.
this feels like a Monty Python sketch in like the video that's going on here right
Do
now.
I just like have no recollection of this show existing at all?
This show
Maybe.
is
I thought it was just a
crazy.
song.
What the fuck is it? What the
Cody,
fuck is
there's
this show?
an episode where there is a signal that is brainwashing everyone in the world, and the monkeys are trying to save the day.
Really?
Listen, I key change.
Wait, what the fuck is this show about?
It's about the monkeys, but like superheroes. I'm not
Are you
wrong,
fucking
right?
kidding? That's
Like,
a fuck.
that
That's a
is-
show.
Like they save the world.
The band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The band exists as a group of superhero people.
but they don't
saving
have
the
powers.
world?
They're more like spies. They're like spies.
What
or
the
something.
fuck? I have no
not
idea.
going
I
high
have
on
no
this at all.
idea.
I can't go high on this at all. It's
Oh,
weird
wow,
because
I
this
really
almost
like it.
oh really man this almost permeated into society because I know I've heard this like on my mom used to listen to oldie stations and this would play and I kind of thought it was just the band called the Monkeys,
Okay.
which I guess it kind of is,
Hey,
but
you know what? That's
Okay,
fair.
thank you,
because
Dave.
I'm pretty sure this was just a song that they wrote
yeah.
that then they
Okay,
put as. So I'll go a couple points
The
lower.
Monkeys
I went up a 10th.
is the band that pops up in Scooby Doo occasionally, right? There was an
Oh, good
episode or
lord.
two when they were in Scooby Doo.
couldn't
Among
believe
others,
it.
there's a lot of guest stars on Scooby Doo.
Okay,
but
that's
sure.
a fair point.
But then, like at the end of every episode, they would play. Have you ever heard like Daydream Believer?
Yes.
Yeah. So like they would play the actual like music video
Okay.
of the
Because
monkeys.
I like the Monkeys music, and I feel like I've never heard the theme, and I don't have any recollection it was a show.
I'm surprised because this is one that I wouldn't say this is breach containment a ton, but it has some.
Wow,
I
mean, I used to
watch it.
That's a massive.
it was weird, but I watched it. I didn't love it, but
That's a massive knowledge gap I have. And
Yeah.
Again, knowing the band and liking some of their music because I do like a lot of like older music like that. That is shocking.
and I feel like I watched the show and I'm like, oh, so they're trying to be the Beatles, which is I'm sure all the monkeys got their entire career.
Sure.
It
They
is
were
Well, the
basically
goodness or something
what
that
it was,
wasn't
yeah.
another the
yeah.
blank.
Yeah.
They were Timu Beatles, even
Yeah.
though Timu didn't exist then.
Yeah.
All right, 4 to go, and this is we just mentioned the breach containment thing. This is one of the leading candidates for that.
And Rick's gonna get a really high score.
So this has just become synonymous with again, kind of like hijinks, but also just fucking up.
yeah.
Like this
when
is just
things go wrong, yeah.
like when there was that halftime show where they had like people from the crowd play tic tac toe at a basketball game. I think it was a Bulls game a few years ago, and like one of them didn't know how to play tic tac toe and just put X's in the wrong spot and stuff. This is
Covered
the
up
theme
in
for
O,
that.
yeah.
Look, so my score is low. It is good for it, and you're totally right on everything you guys are saying. I don't like the song.
It's fucking annoying, isn't
yeah,
it?
it's super annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's annoying, but also it does such a good job of getting that feel. And maybe it's because it's become iconic with hijinks that now I'm like reverse associating hijinks with the theme song, if you know what I mean.
So my biggest thing, and maybe this is wrong, is like listenability, and this is
Yeah.
I
But
don't want to hear this.
so the stupid reason why I love this song so much is the internet took it and attached it to a shrimp on a treadmill running. And
How?
this
What?
was the GIF used every time someone walked in a winning run for baseball, calling shrimp for a long time. It's an internet joke, and it made me love this song.
A few of these have
So
become
much.
synonymous with memes. There's a couple
Yes.
more coming up later that we'll get to, and I think that is, you can decide if that's a good thing or not, but it has helped with its recognizability.
I have at a baseball game gone as guys were walking people in.
It's interesting
lower?
too how much sport with the older stuff, how much sports plays into that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like because these get used, like the Addams Family gets used in sports all the time.
Yes,
Yeah,
it does.
just,
To
we're-
get clapping going.
Yeah, we're just in a half court set, and we're just going da 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 dum,
Yep.
da 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 dum.
I
All right.
respect you putting it very low, Sean. No problem at all. I just
no
have a very
attachment.
special
I just-
attachment
yeah,
to
I don't
it.
want
Yeah.
to hear it.
That's fine. It's an individual thing. All right, 3 to go, and what better way to have 3 left than to play this song?
Come and knock on our door.
I think that.
We've been waiting for you.
I think it's so annoying.
With a kiss
It's
in
so
our
bad.
eyes and first things
Yeah, well, you know what's funny? I'm going to be the one who's way high on this one. I like how annoying it is.
dance on our floor. Take a step
I don't. I can't. This is like so grating to me, almost more than freaking Edith singing
The
earlier.
kind of like chorus
This is
part.
better Love Boat. That's all I'm saying. This is the way this is
Yeah.
sung is the better version of Love Boat.
What did I put on Love Boat?
That's actually what I was going back to.
Here.
check.
I can't go lower than that, so there we go. And
I
actually,
can.
I probably.
And also, you rank the next one there, Sean. Don't do that.
John, you cheated.
He's cheating.
You ranked the next show.
You already ranked the next one.
Spoiler
Delete
alert.
it.
Ever,
Well, despite my 8-4, the other votes bring it
No,
down to
no. Hold on. I
a,
gotta go down.
a 6-4,
That was too loud. That was too high.
6-3,
6-6.
8-4, Chris.
Oh, you went
explain that
to
one.
6-6 and I went down.
because we're talking
I went-
recognizability.
I said it can't be below the Love Boat. So
Oh,
I had to-
I had
to
Love
go
Boat ranked
6-6.
very low, so I can get
Yeah.
away with going.
And we get the whole vibe. There's basically this whole, threesome happening on our screen the entire time.
Yeah, look, I like John Ritter.
Look at John Ritter's face. Look at him. He's having the time of his life. He doesn't think that 3 is
I like when
company.
they say and Three's Company too. I like that part. That's it.
Catchy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's catchy. I can't go any higher than that because the song is kind of annoying. But all right, 2 left.
Suzanne
Here
Summers.
is the counterpart to Three's Company, Laverne and Shirley.
I don't know what to do with this.
Another really well-known one.
It's very well known,
What's
and
the
it's a
chorus?
spin-off
I-
of
that's
Happy
what-
Days,
I'm
which
trying to
is
see
the
if I
part.
recognize
This
that.
is the chorus,
Oh.
kind of.
The
There's a little
doing
part
it
at the end that you
all
might
right.
recognize. Yeah. No.
Look,
they're
that's the
doing
long
it
Look,
always.
they're
version.
doing it their way. It's a 7. I don't know.
It's not worse than Love Boat, but it ain't better. Not much better.
I don't have it super high either. I have a 7-2. Just because both of these shows were really well known for their theme songs. Now that's the part that we know.
Okay, you know what? That little part helped me. I'll give it 8, 6.
That's
8.
why I'm above a 7. Barely.
Yeah.
It takes too long to get there.
Well, this is not the this is the full version. The
Yeah.
TV one's like 30 seconds. They're like
Is the
still too
TV
long.
one have that come up sooner?
The funny thing is, a lot of these shows would change the length of their theme song depending on how long the episode was, because they had to fit it into that 23-minute slot.
Yes, I have a very. There's a show that we'll get to eventually. One of these that I actually am like. I feel like you undermine your theme if you're willing to trim it down. Then you don't think as much of your theme song because you're cutting it down to fill more show. I actually have a problem with a certain show about that.
You better not say The Office.
It's exactly the fucking show that I have with. I really don't like that The Office does that.
Vernon Shirley gets a 6.8, and we're to our final
It
one
pissed me off.
of the classic section. It's a short one. We might have to play it twice because it's going to go by
I'm not
quick.
going to make it like score really low. It's just it's like one of my nitpicks for it.
We go to an old school one. You may have also heard this on Family Guy. Unfortunately, no visuals, which involve Dick Van Dyke tripping over an ottoman. And
Man, Dick Van Dyke was the original Jim Carrey, like the better original Jim Carrey. Like he did everything Jim Carrey did, but better in a way. Like all the physical gags, I cannot believe how good he was at those things.
Dare you? Dick Van Dyke could never be in Sonic.
He couldn't be Dr. Robotnik. I don't know. Dick
That's-
Van Dyke's still around, and Dick Van Dyke is still around and acting. Maybe he could. I don't know.
he is 99 years old.
Well, he should have been Dr. Robotnik's dad,
You know,
dad
this is-
then.
That's
an
true.
old one
That
that-
would have been so much better.
I
Oh
kinda
my
liked,
god.
I kind of liked this one.
I
I
like,
like it too.
Oh, wow.
I like it too. I think I'm gonna go up a point because I gave I Love Lucy a 7.5, and I like this more than I Love Lucy. So
Okay.
Oh,
that's
you know
That's
what?
fair.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
what did
Was
I
a
give I
good
Love
comp
Lucy, actually?
to
Let's
that.
see. Let's see. Yeah.
because
no,
they're
there's a lot
so
higher than I
similar
Love
in the
Lucy.
sense of like we're just
Oh,
gonna
I'm
play a
higher
little
than
song
that.
before
Okay.
this show. Here you go.
and I Love Lucy is the better known show, but this is the better known theme.
That's a way better theme.
Almost all mid 7s, so it's a 7.4, which puts it middle of the road and brings us to the conclusion of this part. Let me see if I easily have a way to do this real quick. No, not a good one. I'll just do a new one on the screen real quick. We'll just put it over our faces. That'll be the easiest way
Okay.
to do it because I can show more at a time if I just capture this window real right quick like.
I'm going to go in and just change up my scores right now and fuck up as you're trying
Yeah,
to
just
rank
go
them.
back. Hurry back. He can't see it.
This is your chance. I can't see anything yet. Nothing can be seen yet. Nothing
Nah,
can be seen.
I'll go through and tweak them at the very end of everything. I don't need to do it right now.
Yeah, because you might change your mind again. Okay, so over our faces, here is what we have. Here's the top half of today's section. Let me get that off the screen so you can see. I wish it wouldn't be mousing over those. Whatever.
Mission Impossible so far. That's wow.
Mission Impossible is number 1 because it got nothing lower than a 9.3. It's a 9.4 average. Happy Days had a little more spread, but it's just underneath it at a 9.33. That's second. Gilligan's Island is third, just because it had 2 barely underneath a 9.
I'm probably gonna bump Gilligan up though.
I'm considering doing the same thing. I'm going to do it right now, but only to an 8.9. I'm just going to do it on the screen.
I was going to go to
I'm gonna
9.0.
bump up Happy Days a little bit here because I like it as much as I like it as much as Mission Impossible. So there we go. It's been bumped up a little bit. It didn't change the ranking, but still.
Okay. Then Sean goes down to counterbalance.
No. I didn't. Sorry, not. I'm just like a slight micro adjusting because I can tell like thinking of what is left and what I'm gonna want to go a little bit higher than. I want these to be in a better spot.
Yeah,
doesn't change much, but
I won't too high on Twilight Zone, so I'll bring that down a spot.
Okay.
All in the Family ends up being in dead last.
Well,
good. The 28 that we did, it is 28th. Some other standouts include Hawaii Five-0. That was 4th. Addams Family was 6th. Twilight Zone was 5th. The original Batman was 9th. As we scroll to the bottom half here and look at all those. Spoilers. A lot of middle-of-the-road results and or bad results in that middle section there. Bonanza was 10th. Andy Griffith's Show was 7th. But there's a lot of 20s on the screen here. Beverly Hillbillies, Green Acres, Dukes of Hazzard, Star Trek, Love Boat. And then some middle-of-the-road ones to finish off. Benny Hill was 11th, brought down by Sean. Three's Company was 23rd, brought down by Dave.
Yeah. Like, once we start expanding this list and seeing where all these fall. Like, the high ones are going to stay, I think, pretty high. But, like, yeah, some of these could fall a lot.
I mean, some of these are like, okay, am I ranking my 50th favorite or my 51st favorite? It's like, I don't care. Like, at that point,
yeah,
a 6 versus a 6.5, I don't care that much, you know?
As you can see, right now, third to last, 26th is The Love Boat. It's at a 6.1 because we're like, well, it's still like, it fits the show, people know it, but at the same time, like a 6.1 is almost the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
The All in the Family is by far the bottom at a 4.2, so that's where the bar has been set. You can see how it's like the most red and orange there. Okay, so that is, let me just turn this display off so you can see our wonderful smiling faces. There we go. That is the end of this episode. Now the names are there instead of ranking. Doesn't matter, whatever, we're done here for now. So at the end of this episode, we will just tease next week. Next week, as you might have seen briefly when I scrolled, if you're watching the video side of this, we are doing sitcoms. So basically like the 80s to about 2010-ish, and there are some more modern shows in there, but more so if it's like that kind of formula where it's like, okay, we know what a sitcom is. If it's in that chapter, it's like Breaking Bad. We'll be in a different section. But this is all those sitcoms you know and love. It's like, you know, Full House type stuff is in that section. Stay tuned for that. That'll be next week, and we're doing this throughout the month of December, so all the way through the 30th. Tune in next time. Thank you for watching. We will see you then.